Welcome back everyone to Tales of a White Mage. I figured I'd do a little bit of commentary for this boss because there is a little bit of an explanation on exactly what it is I'm doing. Now, this is actually a re-recording because my first successful win on this boss was actually on my DPS monk, and I didn't actually get around to recording the whole battle. But since I have managed to successfully snag a win using my white mage, so this is that battle which I'm bringing you now. There are several, I wouldn't say phases, but parts to this fight that without explanation you wouldn't quite know what it is I'm doing. The healer's job is critical in this fight, and I mean critical. This is mostly a DPS check, kind of, but without the healers you're not going to get very far at all. The boss will cast something called double cast and triple cast throughout the fight, and that tells you how many times he's going to use his next spell, which he uses solely on the main tank, so you don't need to worry about that. But as you can see, the main tank takes huge damage in this fight. I mean huge. Okay, now at times in the fight he will summon these orbs. What you want, you do not want any of them to hit the boss at all. What you do want is to take a red orb and then find the blackish blue orb. If you take more than one stack, you will take damage, outright damage. If you take 3 stacks of the same, you die. Just like that black mage a few moments ago. He obviously, I'm pretty certain anyway, he took 3 stacks and just wiped. Anyway, after he does that, he will... the Black Mage is down again. He does a arena-wide AoE, which is determined by how many orbs reach him. 2 to 3 orbs is pretty much death, but 1 or 2, you might get away with 2, depends on the party makeup and stuff, but 1's usually okay. As you can see, I don't know if we actually let any in him, maybe just 1, and that done a lot of damage to us, so that is something you have to watch out for. And this is, I guess you can call this phase 2, and now he'll start teleporting around the room and doing a forward AoE in any direction he chooses, pretty much. Just keep an eye out for that. They give you plenty of time to avoid it, so you shouldn't really be getting hit by that. But people still find a way, right? Now in my opinion, I think for the party makeup, the rest of the party doesn't really matter what you have, but the healers, as I have said, the healers are crucial. White mages are, I find, preferable, because any party that has had a scholar, I should say, any party that I've seen that has a scholar has a hard time with the AoE healing. So the scholars are really good. Do not get me wrong, I'm not saying they're not good, because they are really good. I have a scholar, but I just find that for certain things, white mages are more superior. And Rob says this party with 2 white mages, not that much problem with keeping people alive, except the odd idiots who don't really know how to alternate the orbs or handle basically the final phase of the fight, because we have one more phase and then it repeats. We have the first phase, which we've done, the second phase, which is now repeated basically, because this phase is no different than the second, except he starts casting Quake now, so I guess this Poopy class is a different phase. Forgot about that. Then we have phase 4, and then phase 3 is basically repeated after that until he is dead. Which with our party makeup shouldn't actually be too long. Okay, now here around 20%-ish, he will inflict everyone with Blight, which is a heavy damage over time move, and put up a vortex in the center of the arena. You want to run away from that vortex for as long as you can. It will suck you in at the end of Blight, but if you go into here with Blight, you keep it. It doesn't go away. That will essentially wipe that person clean. But here is phase 4. We are transported to a different world-ish. We have over there an ad which the melee DPS has gone and used a limit break on, which is very much appreciated because you want to kill that ad as soon as physically possible. The meteors around the arena, the tanks take them in alternatively, because if the middle meteor lands, it wipes the party no matter what. But if no one is standing underneath the individual meteors, the entire party will take huge damage, and I've seen that phase fail so many times now. And once you have that phase done, this match is basically yours. I mean, the main tank just died, but at this point, it's not a big deal. Just pick him back up, heal up, done. There's no new mechanics to deal with. But anyway, with that, that would be the end of this fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and enjoy the rest of the video, because this is only about halfway through this video, not even that, so enjoy.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, Light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light. Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Moonbreeder. She's gone. You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Ariange know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder. My dearest. How I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us. Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker, or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.